Well, a very warm welcome for everybody all over the world to this new video. And it is in the series of Get Plugged In, as you see, and it has a special topic that we cannot call official, but it is still one of a very important part of our ecosystem, and that is patience. For the people who do not know me, my name is Harry. I have the nickname of Harry Ames. I live in the Netherlands, and I've been here from the very early beginning. And I can tell you, patience was a little bit of a struggle for myself. Yeah, I had to get my head around that, especially what our beloved chairman meant with that. Our beloved chairman of the board is Mr. Joseph Haidt. And when you have the privilege to meet him, then you understand more and more what he means and what he's said over years. When you go through the little videos of the Get Plugged In, of the GSB conglomerate development over the last 10 years, of the development of the blockchain, of the development of the different partners that he has in, that more and more is getting revealed. But I was thinking about the patience, because he mentioned from the very early beginning two things: education and patience. And on the first surface, like you, I had the same thing. Well, I know what it is. Education, just read more, educate yourself more, go to seminars and go to events, listen to people, all these kinds of things. And then patience, yeah, just having the ability to wait. And that was actually my perception of it until I went through this journey and I learned more and more what Mr. Haidt wanted to teach us, I think. Yeah, and let me reveal a little bit what I found and share this with you. If you are new, welcome. If you are a little bit impatient, also welcome, because this is going to be the biggest learning curve in our journey that we have. And I do have to say, this company gives everybody the ability to perform on the stages where they are. The 3 clicks to happiness is, of course, to get a fast entry. Get a fast entry and get you settled and get some rewards going on a weekly, monthly basis. So people already see. But when you are into the patience game and seeing what Lydian World is, what a lot of people do not know yet, then this is an absolutely different animal. This one cannot be done in 3 clicks to happiness. This has to be done with a lot of clicks and a lot of education. And then when you see that we are still in the beta version, and when Lydian World was revealed on the 26th of June 2021 in the Burj Khalifa, where I was present with my wife, then you can imagine in just 12 days, it already exists for 2 years. And we are still building. When we are started, we had 246 countries. And maybe you think, well, now we have a few more. Yes, 478. Some countries were already divided in regions like the US, but we had other countries which they forked. Yeah? They forked a lot of countries because they were too big and too expensive. And now we have 478. As you can see, over 530,000 citizenships already in. Took us 2 years. Yeah? Took patience. The ranks, that in being handed out or bid for, as you can see, we still have some to go, but it's going rapidly. Also in the plots and the lands, this is just 1 month old, and of the 478 countries, already approximately 230 countries plots are sold out. Can you see how it's speeding up? Yeah, in the beginning you maybe think it goes slow, but there is absolute progress. When our corporate is flying all over the world to new regions to tell the people what we are doing, and they like what we are doing. A lot of people like what we are doing because it's a solution. And then Lydian World kicks in more and more. But what about the patience? Let me come back to that. How do we get to these stages? Our beloved CTO, Mr. Alexandru Kocindau, said from the beginning, it takes time to develop some things that not even here yet. Yeah. So they started to build the idea around the blockchain in 2015. And some of the things that they thought of wasn't even technically possible. Now we are in 2023, still things that have to be developed from scratch. That takes time. And do we as humans have this ability to time? And let me share a little video with you. And let me stop sharing because I want to see if I have put on the right buttons. Yes, otherwise you have no sound. And sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Patience is one of the most virtuous qualities of pure being. Patience is the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry, fearful, or upset. It is the ability to endure difficult circumstances and is considered a virtue or perfection in most true religions and is closely associated with fortitude, composure, self-restraint, equanimity, serenity, and tranquility. Patient people are better able to cope with negative situations and people without complaint, loss of temper, or irritation. For the earnest spiritual seeker, one's capacity for patience will increase naturally as one begins to draw closer to understanding one's true self and the true nature of reality. To understand one's true self is to also understand others. With this wisdom, in the light of truth and non-duality, we see with true vision that all of reality is one. Patience grows with wisdom. Instead of becoming upset with others, yourself, or difficult situations, one begins to accept and forgive the way things are, to see life through the eyes of compassion, understanding, and kindness. As we awaken spiritually, we need to eliminate anger from our minds. We do this not by suppressing our anger, but by eliminating the ignorant way we conceive of those persons and things that cause us to become angry. At first, patience requires much mindfulness and self-control, but as we begin to transcend the lower levels of consciousness, and as we begin to understand and open our hearts to higher truth, patience becomes a dynamic and joyous quality of who we are. Spiritual progress is energized by intention, dedication, and commitment. Raise your level of consciousness and raise the world. Intuition.
Wow, thank you for listening and watching this inspirational video. And let me make the jump to our own ecosystem. And just some things before I dive into what we have learned during the journey. To have some patience in our life, it is maybe a case of reframing the issue. And when you are in an irritating situation, try to think why it bothers you. Practice mindfulness, and I inspire everybody to investigate that more. Show gratitude, one of our very core principles of life, actually. Practice acceptance. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. We heard that many times, also of Mr. Hyde. Slow down. Slow down. Not everything has to go fast. Try to have fun along the way and improve your listening skills. Some practical things that we can do. Patience helps you to develop a healthy attitude, and patience improve your ability to accept setbacks and enjoy life more. There is a saying, good things come to those who wait. Patience allows you to persevere and make you more productive decisions, often leading to greater success. So what Mr. Hyde is teaching us, it all comes down into these phrases and these lines, and everything is true. Let's be honest. There is not any word that most people go against it. Yeah. Examples of patience, and maybe you can reflect on that for yourself. It's not the only way to be that, because we are all in a developing stage, and I can tell you I'm in a big developing stage, and I honor and I see what I do, because I love my effective quietness as much as everybody, but I also protect it very much, not to get caught up into daily life. And examples of patience is waiting in line for your turn. You need to be patient when waiting in line for your turn. And that's very interesting, because human nature comes out when you are standing in a line. And do you still have the ability to just be relaxed? Exercising daily to achieve long-term results. And that is the asset game that we are actually in. Yeah, the accumulation of assets. Mr. Hyde has said it 1,000 times. Yeah, just be patient, it will come. Going on a diet, yeah, to prevent that that you maybe eat away feelings, yeah, because that happens with the overflooding of sugar and fat in our diets. Waiting for a pie to cool. Interesting. Yeah, just after the diet gets the pie comes in. Reading a difficult novel, yeah, even when it goes above your head. Teaching a child to ride a bike, and parents can reflect on that. Yeah, it takes some time. Waiting for a garden to grow. Yeah, watching the grass grow is one of my mantras. That is one of the things that I try to do. And learning a new language that is totally out of your scope is also very interesting. And let us go now to the lessons that I've picked up, and there are more, of Mr. Hyde. And he said from the very early beginning, you are ready, but you are not ready. And I heard that over time also, that it came back into building of the conglomerate. And he heard that also one of his mentors. You are ready, but you are not ready. Yeah, you have to wait and be patient. Education and patience. We heard that many times. But the layers, and for the patience now, that I try to reveal a little bit, is fascinating. And then he said, now you are ready. Now you are ready. And he mentioned that, and everybody was excited about that, because everybody thought, oh, now it's going to happen. But still, we need a lot of patience, because the process is the result and not the end goal. The end goal is just a moment of posting a new goal. And that's what we do in all our lives. Education and patience will lead to a healthy and wealthier lifestyle. That's what he evolved his words within. Yeah, so that was very fascinating to see. And one of the things that I picked up from the very early beginning of Mr. Hughes, and he took one of the special forces: slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And when you embrace that during your daily life and daily habits, then you see that it makes a lot of sense. So for all people who have made it to the end of this video, well done. Well done, as you have got yourself into a new level of embracing the patience. What we have done over time was also absolutely a patience game. Building something from scratch with no skills in electronics, a lot, to be honest. Building a YouTube channel and trying to get yourself into a new world. It took some time. And I'm super grateful for the fact that we are daily growing in new subscribers. Thank you for that. And a lot more we are going to reveal in the near future. So if you want to embrace this little journey that we are on, just turn on the subscription and the notification. We will put this little video into our top official information, welcome and get plugged in playlist. There will be new playlists as well in the near future. But if you are looking for anything that is practical, just go to the search button and type in whatever you need. Yeah, if it is citizenships, what is next? Asset tip, buying with a code. There is so much. Everything that you find is probably already under the 1700 videos. And if not, give me a shout out and then I will see if I can make a new one. This was it for me for today. Thank you very much from Harry Ames from the Netherlands, and I wish you a lot of patience.